Hello everyone, it's the West Ham Irons channel. It's finished. West Ham United 1, Crystal Palace 1. It's another drab affair, another boring match, another lackluster display. It's probably the worst run of entertainment football I've seen since I followed West Ham. Like I keep telling you, 1983 I started following West Ham as a little kid. Mate, this... I'm not even going to go into results, winning it with a fucking Souček goals in the 110th minute and fuck bullshit. It's absolute fucking shit. The entertainment on display is absolutely bollocks. Some of the players out there, absolutely fucking shit. What is that football out there, mate? You telling me that's fucking football? I've never seen football like this, mate. I've never seen football like this in my life. It's fucking dreadful, mate, right? And it's consistently fucking bad. It's got to a point for me to do this show today. I've got no motivation to do this show. I'm fucking bored. Absolutely bored. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. Sometimes the last 5-6 games, you watch it, you got nothing to talk about because there's nothing constructive happening on the pitch. In terms of entertainment, there's fucking nothing there. It's just fucking players going through the motions, right? I mean, flipping, I was going to bring my stupid scrapbook and notes and talk about things, but I think it's all in my fucking head anyway. I mean, you got Souček as captain. The guy's the shyest player on the fucking pitch. He's a friendly giant, isn't he? The sweet corn friendly green giant, isn't he? And that's our captain, right? When we were 1-0 up or even 1-1, a captain's meant to start doing that, tell people to focus, right? Keep it focused because it's too fucking easy out there. We're shit, they're even shitter, right? Keep the focus. There's no captain leader on that pitch telling people to concentrate. Those centre-back pairing of Agard and Mavropanos, I kept telling you guys, they're fucking shit. They're fucking crap. A cross comes in, it's got to the point where, especially Agard, he won't pick no one up. You will not pick anyone up. Notice that every time there's a corner, there's a cross, set piece from the opposition, Agar's not picking no one up. He's in there because he's got to stand in there, but he don't want to pick no one up, right? Every time there's a chance goes for the opposition, they score whatever, he ain't nowhere near it. Mavropanos, always concerned about this guy, right? 17-18 million. That centre-half pairing is over 50 million, everyone. That's over 50 million pounds on Agard and Mavropanos. And Mavropanos at the moment is coming across as fucking bang average, mate. Absolutely bang average. And that what he did then, and he's done that before. It's not the fucking first time, right? And the set pieces, whatever he's meant to score, the odd, that's all fucking dried up, right? That's one of the worst centre-back pairings in the fucking league, right? Non-existent captain. Got no striker up front. It's a fucking boring game, mate. Hats off to you guys who went out there, right? Fucking -2, -3 out there, freezing your bollocks off, right? Expecting the team to warm your cockles up. Ain't gonna happen, is it? Ain't gonna happen, mate. I'm telling you right now, right? I mean, you got a few people in there, kind of, you know they're talented, right? Especially Kudos, right? Fucking seriously, mate. It's one of the worst teams in the league, Palace, right? You're 1-0 up at half time somehow, right? And you fucking do that, give the ball to them, right? It's absolutely unforgivable, absolutely shocking. We would have been, I think, 8th if I'm right. It just shows you how bad the fucking league is. If we're fucking 9th in this league, how bad is this league? It's fucking... And seriously, you got no excitement on the bench. You got fucking the manager. He doesn't ooze any excitement off him or anything, mate. It's absolutely shambles. And again, Palace are one of those teams like Brighton. They're fucking always getting points from us for no reason. You saw the lineup, and all my West Ham mates said, we're going to win this. Look at the lineup. They've got so many people injured, right? Fucking 1-1, mate. Seriously, there's nothing in that whole second half. Not in the first half, we were like Brazil anyway. There's nothing in that second half. I don't even know what we're trying to do. I don't even know what we're trying. We're probably the slowest team moving the ball from the back to front. It's so slow. It's so lethargic. So sideways. It takes ages for us to build up an attack. And then by luck, it's either 80% is kind of Ward-Prowse. Most of the goals are coming from him. 70-80% set pieces are how we're scoring, right? We haven't got the ability to counter-attack with pace, be incisive about it, bit of skill. We got fuck all, right? It just doesn't look like a bonded team together. Don't ask me how we've been getting the results, mate. I ain't got a fucking Scooby, mate. But the last 3 games, it's probably the worst fucking entertainment I've ever seen. And that's saying something, because I've been bored shitless for fucking while. It got that bad, I just shut the fucking channel off, didn't I? And we won a cup. Yeah. It's fucking bad, mate. I'm just going to go in the comments and see what the family's on about. Richie, how you doing, man? You're right, mate. It's fucking bad, mate. I'm getting the grouse now, mate. You just said it. I didn't even read your message, and you've said exactly what I was saying, mate. I'm not interested anymore. Yeah? It's really, really fucking bad football, and you got to blame the board. I've seen some of the comments coming through. You got to blame the board a bit. Either you're going to keep with him or not, and it doesn't look like he's going to stay, I think, and then you're not giving him a contract. What are you going to say to players you're trying to sign in January? I don't know how much money we've got. Mubama on the bench. Do you really want to play Bowen up front? Fuck's sake, come on, mate. Play Mubama. Even in the middle of the week, it should have been Mubama and Ings together. I don't want fucking anyone playing up front by themselves. It doesn't work. There's only a few players in the world that can do it, and there's a few in the Premier League. We ain't got none of them, right? I don't want Bowen up front on his own. I don't want Kudos up front on his own. I told you guys. I don't want Mubama up front on his own. It's just very hard to do. It doesn't work. Antonio's 33. He's probably back next week. What's he going to do? He's got fuck all to do anyway, mate. But it's fucking pissing me off, mate. How you doing, Bill? You alright, mate? Very horrible watch, man. Very, very horrible. Wazim, hope you're doing good, my man. Listen, it's piss poor, isn't it, mate? I mean, listen, Burnley, we were going to lose that one, mate, with a few minutes left. And I don't know how the fuck we got that one out of the bag, mate. The European game, that was a fucking ball fucking win as well, wasn't it, mate? Absolutely, my man. It's not only that, Cosmos. Hope you're doing good, man. It's not even that. It's just we don't equate fuck all, mate. What are we trying to do? What's the formation? What are we trying to do? What's the plan? Who's the captain? Who's the leader? What are we trying to do here? Right? What the hell are we trying to do here? Right? We bought some players. Some are working. Some are not. But it's just driving me up the fucking wall. See, I've had enough of this shit anyway. Oh, mate, I'll stop watching by then anyway. Fucking 4 hours. Seriously, mate. That's what I was thinking, Nathan. We've spent a lot of money compared to some of the teams. Like, you play Burnley, you play Palace. Palace ain't got fucking no money, mate. They're skint, right? Always have been, right? They lost Zaha. He used to carry the team, mate. You got a 100-year-old manager there. And we still, mate. And we went 1-0 up really early. What are you meant to do when you go 1-0 up early? The crowd's already behind you. The crowd was in good voice. I heard it. It was good. Even though it's difficult on Sunday kickoffs, right? And nothing, mate. Just going through the motions in like reverse gear, side gear. There's something ain't right, mate. There's something that ain't right. Yeah. I think it's got to do with the Moyes contract. They know he ain't going to stay. I think the players are kind of half trying, half not. I don't know, mate. It's just... There's so many things wrong, mate. So many things wrong. Inability to sign a striker for a number of windows has always hurt us. Stop playing people in the wrong positions up front. Certainly wingers up front on their own. It ain't fucking going to work. What it is, he keeps getting lucky and he keeps believing in it. And he keeps trying it, right? Right? And it ain't going to happen, is it? Ain't going to happen, mate. It really, really... And that Edouard, he hardly scores a goal, mate. He signed for them from Celtic, half-decent player when he came there. He's been shit since he's been at Palace. And they gave him 2 chances in fucking 1 minute. What is Mavropanos thinking, mate? He's done that more than one occasion, mate. What do they think they are? Fucking Barcelona or something, mate? Just put your foot through it. Be a bit more incisive. Fucking wake up, man. And again, he made a mistake and there's no one on the pitch fucking having a go at him, telling him to wake up, you fucker. There's no one on there, is there? Pointing fingers, telling him to concentrate. Because you can tell when you're getting lazy, getting lethargic, confident, you think you've got the fucking result wrapped up and all that. Absolute bollocks, mate. There's nothing on the bench anyway, mate. You know that. Benrahma's off dead anyway. He's on the way out. 4 nows. Ain't gonna happen for him here, mate, for one reason or another. He ain't gonna do it. Mabuma, he ain't gonna bring him on, mate. Fuck knows how he did that last time. He couldn't wait to take him off at half time anyway. Danny Ings, well, that's his favourite, but I think he's scared of the crowd, isn't he? Don't want to use him too much, mate. Bertrand, my man, what you saying, mate? Sideways, backwards, same shit, mate. Absolutely shame it. Very slow, mate. Very slow. Very boring. I hate to say it, I can't wait for the 4:30 kickoff. That's going to be two fucking proper teams. Man City, Spurs, right? You watch some of the other teams, right? Like Newcastle's fucking... then you know how shit we are, right? Then you know how shit we are, right? Yeah, Spurs, 9 men Spurs got fucking clapped off the fucking pitch by the crowd because they kept going for it. One-touch football, quick football, pacey football, counter-attack football, right? And they're missing so many players. This is what football's about. We're all mentally, under David Moyes, we are all mentally scarred. We have completely forgotten what football's about. We don't even know what it means to have a striker anymore. It's been that long. We're walking around fucking mashed on tablets and paracetamol and fucking Bacardi and whiskey. We don't even know what football is anymore. We just go to the ground like we're in a coma. We don't even know, mate. Come on, you irons for a few minutes. Let's sit down, fucking go to sleep, mate. It's going to be a slow, painful fucking season, this is, I'm telling you. Absolutely cosmos, mate. I mean, we got Spurs coming up. I don't even want to fucking think about that, mate. Don't even want to think about that. But epic, it's a season written off, innit, my man, in the league. 2 piss poor league seasons back to back, mate, innit? Oh, mate. I'll tell you what, I've got some more painting to do around the house, and you always say, like, yeah, what should we do? Watch paint dry, watch West Ham, mate. Shit, I better start. I've got to do some more rooms. I better get on with it, mate, when we're playing next. I'll tell you what, Irons, that's a big statement, isn't it, mate? We're all thinking like that. We were there, I mean, very difficult saying things like saying it against a club we love, isn't it, mate? We all got clear and blue blood, but I just can't remember ever in my life being like this. I remember the Harry Redknapps. I remember going down under John Lyall. I remember Glenn Roeder, tough spell he had with us. Alan Pardew, great manager, great exciting under him, great football under him, wonderful players. I remember all of that, right? Avram Grant. I remember this is fucking bad. Sam Allardyce, fucking Sam wasn't this bad, mate. Even he gave in, didn't he? And he bought Downing and Valencia and Saka, and we were fucking playing half decent football, beating Liverpool regularly at home, mate. This is bad. I know we've won a league, we've won a trophy. I fucking know we won a trophy. And I know we're like 18, we have hardly lost any in 18 fucking European games. A stupid stat that's out there matching us with, what, Real Madrid or something like that. You can turn stats into whatever you want, mate. I'd rather trust my eyes, what I'm watching. It's fucking bad. Our defence is bad. The number of shots we allowed are bad. And when the opposition is that bad as them, we fucking give them the ball. Go on, mate. You know, you nearly scored before. Here we go. Pop it in, mate. It's bad, mate. It's bad, mate. Ultra's in there. Ultra 505, my man. Oh, mate, it's getting worse, isn't it, mate? It's getting worse. I mean, you look at the lineup, and I never want to say too much against Kufal and Emerson. I think, according to their ability, they're giving everything, right? It's not their fault they're playing. It's not their fault what age they are. It's not their fault how high a loaded technical ability is, but they're kind of all right with me, right? You know, what we got on the bench, fucking Creswell, fucking hell, mate. You know what I mean? Goalkeeper, I don't know about him, mate. I mean, nothing really stood out today, good or bad. I don't know what to say. I know our centre-backs are shit. I ain't got no time for Mavropanos. I've got no time for fucking Agard. I tell you right outright. We're short of one good centre-back, and we've got to sort it out. Alvarez is all right. I mean, he's a CDM, isn't he? He's not going to light up the pitch like Rice, so he's dawdling along all right, isn't he? Ward-Prowse is 30, isn't he? What do you expect from him? I mean, yeah, corners, set pieces. He's kind of getting the odd assist here and there. Ain't going to do more than that. Not going to really say anything much more against him. Paqueta gives away a lot of free kicks, but then he nearly set up the second goal when he whipped that ball in, didn't he, to Emerson, and Emerson made a right fuck out of it. Kudos is world class, as you know, very, very good player. Bowen's playing in the wrong position. It's just, yeah. I think we need to sort the defending out in the centre-back pairing, get a few leaders in there, and we'll be a half-decent team. I think under Moyes, he just refuses to fix the things that are blaringly obvious to us, isn't it, really? And that's the way it'll stay until he goes, I think. Oh, mate, Black Country, hope you're doing good, mate. Yeah, we're not that far away, are we, from Booze at the Ground, are we, mate? We're not too far away, my man. Yeah, I hope you're doing good, my man. I hope you're doing good, mate. You don't know what football is, mate. Oh, Pam, I don't want to think about that, Pam. I don't want to think about Spurs, mate. They're gonna the football they're playing. I mean, they've got a few injuries. They got yeah, Madison, the King's missing, and one or two others. But even with a few injuries, that they should have. Well, you never know with the London derby. I just want to think about the last 4 or 5 games and this one. I mean, the Everton game at home is still fresh in my mind. That was fucking bad. It's all been bad for ages. And then Souček's fucking, what, man of the match and grabbing goals. It's crazy. Trini, how you doing? Good, mate. Trini, it's not about that. It's about... It's a bad mistake, though, mate. It's a bad mistake for a player who's trying to break into the first team. I don't think he's all that, mate. I don't think he's all that. Agar doesn't brush me with any confidence, mate. But it's all the general ability, isn't it? It's about the football. It's about what we're trying to do. It's about how we're using the bench, mate. I don't see anything, mate. I mean, he doesn't motivate me, Moyes, mate. I don't know, mate. Yeah, but how long is he going to carry on? Sooner or later, he's going to go down holding his groin and he's saying, I can't be shit ass with this, mate. Do you know what I mean? Can't be arsed with it. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Bowen, he's not that big guy that's going to be able to head it, hold it, that kind of thing. You're just fucking wasting your time, mate. Absolutely, Clive, mate. It's just got to a bit. I can't wait for the new manager to come in, and hopefully he's got a background and a record of playing good football. Oh, mate, it's just, this is painful. This is fucking painful, mate. People are stressed. Got Christmas coming up. We traditionally do shit in December anyway, right? And this is kind of, we're coming into that. I mean, somehow, yeah, we picked up points recently, but you can just see it the way the manager is a touchline. He doesn't get animated. He doesn't point fingers. He doesn't do anything. There's no, he doesn't know any other formation. There's no other tactics he does. It's so predictable. And you've got a Palace team that, they're going for a very, very bad period, and even they're glad they got points somehow. They virtually had nothing on the pitch. And I'm astounded that we like, they're bad, but we, like you said, we've spent a lot of money in the summer, but we kind of, there's nothing there, and I don't know. Are we happy with the point? It could have been worse. I don't know. But in terms of entertainment, I've fucking had enough. I've had enough, and I don't even want to think about player ratings and man of the match. Fucking man of the match. I don't even want to go there, mate. And I don't want to go there for many, many weeks now. I cannot. I'm mentally scarred. I am fucking depressed, mate. Absolutely depressed, and it's not good because the Bacardi bottles are finishing quick, mate. I'm telling you, seriously. But all those teams, especially Newcastle or you know what they're trying to do, and they rarely waste money in the transfer market. All the players they bought. Look at Gordon, right? We're thinking, oh yeah, they're buying all these fullbacks, and they Trippier, Gordon, even Ford from. But there's an idea there, isn't there? Have a look at Gordon's stats. Have a look at Trippier's stats. Have a look at Pope in goal. Have a look at the Brighton centre-back they bought, or the Dutch guy, or the wonderful Isaac. There's a plan there. They're in the Champions League. There's a plan there, isn't there? You know the way they play. They give 100%. The manager's very good in the press conferences. He talks sense. You play for the man. And Arsenal, I fucking hate Arsenal, but you can't knock Arteta, the little dick. You can't knock him. You can't knock Arteta what he's doing, yeah? He fucking, if anything, yeah, excited, jumping up and down, getting the fourth official, all that sport like a sport kid. There's a plan there. Even though Liverpool lost today, Klopp has got enough points in the bag, and enough greeny points in the bag, whatever you call it, brownie points, and so you understand that. Pep, you understand, don't you? All these people, even with the Chelsea guy, I mean, got so much time for Poch, and he's got a lot to do there, a lot of shit to do there. You probably get there in the end, you know. With Moyes, it's the same fucking shit. And what he does, no one else does that. It's old, it's historic. Even Roy Hodgson, with respect, they're dinosaurs, aren't they? I don't like using that word, but they are, aren't they? They just got one way to play. That's keep a clean sheet. How many times are you fucking going to keep a clean sheet? Especially at West Ham. We're awful at the back. We don't stop any attacks at the back. So what's the point in playing all these defenders, all these CDMs when you're not stopping anything? Cross comes in, no one's marking no one. Trust me, they're just packing the box. And it's by luck that they don't score. Because when they do score, or a chance goes begging, And you look at the replays, no one's marking anyone, especially Agar and whoever centre back is with him. They're not picking anyone up. More often than not, you find out Emerson Kufal are marking the main forwards of the opposition. And half of football, a long time, your centre backs needs to pick up the main forward, and then the full backs will tidy up on the ends, right? I don't know what they're doing. I don't even want to go into it, mate. Nathan, I don't know. I don't know. Seriously, it's been ages. And I keep saying it's West Ham. I know we don't win. I understand that. I'm not in it for that, am I? I'm in it for good football, attractive, brave football. Right? We lose 4-3. We've given it all we've got. We'll applaud them off the pitch. And I'll be all right with it, right? This is just fucking slow death, mate. Where's the entertainment? Football is a sport. It's entertainment. Winning, losing and drawing is part of the game. But I'm looking at the overall picture. Those players have come off the pitch with the manager. Can they say that they're trying to win that game? I don't know, mate. There's something ain't right there. It is just slow death for the fans. Everyone, mate. Everyone, Benson, isn't it, mate? It's killing us, mate. It's killing us. How can you look forward? My son's got a really expensive season ticket. He came home fucking 2-3 in the morning. He's gone out there again. I don't know what state he's got him in coming back, right? That chairman's got to have a word, isn't he? You cannot expect the fans to pay 40, 50, 60, 70 pounds for that. You cannot. There was a stat after halfway through the game. We touched the ball once in the penalty area. They had 11 touches. I think this was around half time or just after half time or just before half time. Around the middle of the game. The stats from Sky was that West Ham had 1 touch inside the boxes when they scored. And then Palace were losing 1-0 that time. They touched the ball 11 times in the penalty area. You make what you want out of that, mate. We don't know if we have got pace or not. You know, people like Bowen, Kudos, we don't quite know because it's such a slow build-up. By the time they've got the ball at their feet, they're surrounded. So we don't play that quick one-touch football where people can actually run on the wings with speed and with space. I know space is hard to find. I get that. But, you know, you watch Liverpool, Salah's always speeding down a wing with Alexander-Arnold down his side and all that kind of thing. Diaz and all those players they got. I ain't seen that kind of football for a long time. He don't know how to attack, mate. It's come to a point, Benson. It's literally relying on a set piece, Souček Ward-Prowse combination, 1-0, away we go. And in between, just hold on to the ball, just keep passing it sideways, backwards, wait for the free kicks, wait for the corners, and that's it, mate. And play without no striker, mate. And then a couple of average centre backs. It's like half the team's all right, half of it ain't, and you can see it. We're about middle of the table. But it's just I want braver football. I want to try to win fucking games. You know, I haven't seen it because I kind of switched off 10 minutes from the end. I fucking had enough, right? And I came into the studio here, set thing. It got that bad. I was following football on my phone on one of those flash call websites, right? In case there's a goal, I'll go back in the room and I'll watch it. I don't want to sit through that. And I'm not even at the ground. You consider that an armchair fan, sometimes like me, I don't even want to watch it. It's that bad. I just went into the other room and thought I'd set the show up. That fucking bored I was, and that's the low amount of confidence I had. I didn't think we were going to do anything, right? It's that bad. Yeah, I'll be going to that. That's a good one, isn't it? I mean, at home to Bristol City. Love the cups, FA Cup especially, Pam, isn't it, from the time we grew up? So looking forward to that. They're kind of in the middle of the division. So it's kind of, you don't know how tricky it could be. It's a home tie, which is really good. Hopefully the prices will be reasonable. Fucking they should be for the entertainment out there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Obviously Arsenal, Liverpool, very interesting. And you got the Newcastle Sunderland, didn't you, Pam? Because Benson, you think, look how important, Benson, it is to have a striker or strikers. I would fucking play two up front. You know, I'm like old school 4-4-2, mate. I'm old school. Stop making football complicated. Stop this stupid diamond thing that we used to do in the past and all this fucking three wingers up front and all this bullshit. Just 4-4-2. Good enough for Alex. Good enough for fucking anyone else, mate. Two wingers, one CDM slash attacker, one big man, one little man. Fucking job done, mate. Right? All this shit about, yeah, playing fucking, yeah, false number 9 and all that crap in it, Benson. Load of shit, mate. And I'm telling you, and the reason you get wound up more, mate, is how long he's been in charge and how many fucking windows he's had to sign a striker. No excuse. You understand? Look how many players Spurs have signed. I don't even recognise the Spurs team from last season. And I don't even know how they got these people in. That Dutch centre-back, that CDM, Madison, couple of others. That Tottenham is half a new team under this new manager. He's just come in now. And look at the footprint he's put on the club. Look at the footprint that new manager of Spurs has put on the club. That's kind of, yeah. And Moyes has been in charge for 8, 9, 10 transfer windows. And then, like I keep saying, out of those 8, 9, he didn't buy anyone in 3, 4 of them. And it is all about, a lot of signings ain't working out, mate. How you doing, Daniel? Hope you're doing good, my man. Yeah, Nick's suffering, isn't he, like me? Yeah, we're all from the same boat, mate. We just say it the way it is, mate. We're suffering, mate, and I've got a headache now, mate. Seriously, yeah. It's not good, is it? See, I've never felt, this is really bad. Really, it's just a slow death, mate. And what, we only in December, and if all the predictions are right, he's staying until May, June. So God help you if you've got a season ticket and you are obliged to go every game, add the cost of your transport. If your kids are coming with you, God forbid they want something at the club shop, the food, the fucking pints of beer, mate, you're not getting entertained. It's so important to entertain fans. John Lyle always said, God bless him, we are obliged. We have to entertain the fans. You know, we work hard Monday to Friday. They're meant to work hard on that training pitch on Monday to Friday with something to show us at 3 o'clock or whatever the kickoff times. I don't see anything. There's nothing. And I don't even know how the players are meant to get motivated, excited. You know, I mean, Terry Venables passed away. Rest in peace. I mean, that was one hell of a coach. I mean, actually, we talk about Gareth Southgate. I don't even watch England anymore, mate. I do not watch England. Gareth Southgate, he's a fucking other idiot. Two big idiots together. I last enjoyed watching England under Venables, Glenn Hoddle. That's it. After that, I don't bother. I don't bother. I don't know why these dinosaur managers are in the game, and who the fuck gives them a job? Who gives them a job? Look at Jude. Look at the Bellingham. Probably the best player in the world at the moment, right? And what we're going to... I don't think we're going to win anything under Southgate as England. We're not going to win nothing. We lose in the semis and he's going to be applauded with another new contract, mate. It's going to be another golden generation fucking down the drain, mate. Seriously. Drives me fucking up the wall. Apps. Did they? You're joking me. I was joking. I told someone that the... You're bloody right, mate. Paul, you're right. You're right. Arnold scored twice, didn't he? I was telling my cousin that the other day. Yeah. I was just messing up saying they're 4-3 up when they're 3-2 down. Yeah, clock one. Sorry, I thought they bloody lost them, Pam. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The thing with Ward-Prowse, you've got to think, you're absolutely right, is the age was a worry, isn't it, mate? Because we are the second or third oldest squad in the league. We were worse than that last season, so we haven't addressed that, have we, mate? We haven't addressed that, and it's a lot of money, 30 million, isn't it? You look at our centre-half pairing, Agard and Mavropoulos, that's 50 million on them. 30 million on Ward-Prowse. That's 80 million. 80 million on Agard, Ward-Prowse, and Mavropoulos, just top of my head from today. Did you see 18 million from them three? But with him, it's not going to be that bad because he's a model professional, keeps himself fit, is very useful, very handy, right? How many times do you play him? How do you play him? That's up to you. But what it is, it's not his fault that we don't do anything else apart from his set pieces. In between, like the way we set out with no striker. I mean, if we had a proper striker making runs down the wings, he could hold it up, then Ward-Prowse would come even more into it and look even more better. It's such a big handicap for the three players that behind the striker that there's no striker, because you can't thread balls through like Berkovic, Benyon used to, John Munker, Ian Bishop before that. There's nothing. We don't play that type of football. We don't bring it from the back to front quickly. We don't. It's very slow, very lethargic, sideways, backwards, take our time taking throw-ins, and it's just by luck that we bump it in there sometimes, and yeah, someone gets on the end of the cross or something and it's a goal. Very different type of football. So I think there's worse things that I'm more angry about than him. So yeah, Mavropanos, I'm not impressed. Agard, I don't know what's going on there, mate. Obviously Cornet, I've got a lot of time for Cornet. So have you. Let's give the boy a chance. Mabuma, why didn't he play today? I don't understand. Right? It's just absolutely crazy. I know you guys don't like Danny Ings, but I think playing with another striker up front, if you can, and he's got to be better than that. You can't play him by himself. And Mabuma, it's a lot for him to play, up there by himself as well. I think Solanke's interesting. Some of you might not agree. I think Solanke's an interesting proposition. I think Broja at Chelsea, they're not going to sell him yet. I think Poch loves youth. There's a player in there, we know that. We're not sure about the injury yet. Calvin Lewin, amazing player. Injured again. You can't really touch him. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem with him. But there are players out there that, if you do want to play like Moyes, you can. I think Moyes imminently, well, hopefully, I will go as far as saying, hoping he's going to be gone. Probably be gone, I don't know, unless things go really, really up the fucking tits and that. You're probably going to hang around till the end of the season, I think. Mark, it's not that good anyway, is it? How you doing, Ginger? You alright?
I was, but...
Yeah.
Mate, where do we start? Do you know what I mean? Like, why has it taken 87 minutes for Moyes to make a sub?
Oh, mate.
He's only made one sub.
I stopped watching after 10 minutes from the end, mate. I was watching on my phone. I'm like, I'm not even going to go in there. I'm going to set the things up for the show. It was very boring, lethargic, sideways, backwards football. I've got no faith in Mavropanos. I've got no faith in Agard, mate. Listen, we've got no striker up front, right? Mabuma's on the bench again.
Yeah.
Just you use your brain. Do something different. Just try maybe Danny Ings and Maboum together. Just fucking try something new. Palace were there for the beating, my man.
Yeah.
Terrible. Lot of injuries. It's really bad entertainment for the fans, Ginge. If you went there yourself, spent money and all that, there's no entertainment, mate. Nothing. It's all-time low under Moyes for me, mate. It's really bad.
Yeah, I think it was a lot better than performance-wise than the past week or so. It picked up a little bit. But for me, we still do the same shit, Jazz. It's still sideways, backwards passing, slow, intense passing. There's no productive forward passing. And then we like to counter-attack. It's obvious. Do you know what I mean? It's out there for the whole world to know. We like to sit back and sort of pick up the second ball or turn over possession and quickly counter. We haven't done that for God knows how long. Every time we get a chance to counter-attack a team, which puts us in a more advanced position going forward, it's literally the same thing. It's slow passes, sideways. And then when we do go forward, it's still the actual pass is slow. So the player goes to make a run forward and the pass, by the time it reaches them, is behind them. So then they have to check back or stop to receive the pass. And then by that time, every opposition player is in position. And then we have to play it backwards and then start again. It's like, fuck me, we're not a possession-based team. So we can't break teams down. We're incapable of doing that. So we have to rely on quick counter-attacking football. But we're not playing quicker counter-attacking football. We're playing shit fucking slow passes. And that's not going to get us anywhere because we're not capable of doing anything. And I feel for Bowen, like I did Mabama the other night. Yeah. We all screamed for it, right? We all screamed for Mabama to play. He got us to play. It's like David Sullivan. You know when he bids cheap on a player, he goes, I'll bid 1p on him, knowing that he ain't going to get a player. But then he can turn around to the fans and say, well, You wanted me to buy players. I tried, but it didn't happen. It's like Moyes was doing David Sullivan's tactic. Well, you all wanted Obama. I put him on, and nothing happened. And that's because the way you've set up, there's a massive gap in between the midfield and Obama. He's isolated up top on his own. He's a youngster. He's running his bollocks off, trying to find little bit, and nothing's going for him. Nothing is being serviced to him. Nothing's going into feet. Nothing's going in behind. He can't do anything because there's nothing. There's so much lack of creativity and support for him, and the ball's service for him as well. I feel for him, and it was the same with Bowen today. 94th minute, he got a shot on target, or his first shot, and even then, he probably feels like he could have done better. It spun off the wrong part of his head. I feel.
Gingy's gone. He'll be back hopefully. Don't know what, you probably pressed something. Mark, I think, obviously I don't follow all the other clubs in great detail, but you're right. We are up there, mate. It's one of the most boring. But again, we got to think about how much we've spent, isn't it? How much we spent on these players. I don't want to go into the net spend, or a lot of it's due to the Rice money coming in. That's not the point. The point is, Mark, when you look at the transfer value of a lot of the players in the team compared to the Palaces around you, the Burnleys around you, it's fucking poor, isn't it, mate? It's fucking bullshit. There's no entertainment, nothing, mate. It's kind of bad. John, it absolutely is, man. Sometimes, we've come away with the result. I mean, we didn't lose today. We got a point. We beat Burnley somehow. We won in Europe somehow, but it doesn't quite cover the, there's issues there, isn't it, mate? No, I don't know about that. How's he doing up there, Downs? I'm not really following him. Someone was telling me that he's got his house on the market or something like that. So Gingy, I don't know if Gingy's going to come back. He's got dodgy internet, mate. Yeah, because Kevin, you're absolutely right. They are his employers. He reports into them, and this has been downward trend since last season for the whole. Because the season is the football league is your bread and butter, isn't it? Cups you don't know. We're lucky you might win it. You might get to the quarters, semis, but your real bread and butter, where you are judged as a team, largely is your league. And since last season, it's been really, really average, isn't it? And in the meantime, we've spent a lot of money in the last two windows, haven't we, mate? And there's no striker, mate. Absolutely, mate. He's a very, very good player, but you can't do that to him. And I don't even know how fit he is, but shouldn't have played him as long as he did. And we just got to use players differently. I see Souček as a very good impact sub. I think Benrahma's a good sub. I think Antonio would be a good sub. So it's all these things for the new manager to think about, because again, it's not quite clear. Antonio, I think, he's been given a new contract. His salary's gone up. So again, we have to look at that. We've got to look at all the money for now. It's not really worked out for him. I'm getting a message from now. Who's that? Sorry about that. Get a new manager in, better football, better coaches, get Kevin Keane promoted, get him in the first team squad, get a striker in, get a manager who knows more than one formation, who again is good at using young players, who's good at motivational. He'll work well with a technical director, scout, because when the January window opens, there's going to be no harmony between Tim and David Moyes. I don't think they fucking get on. It's chalk and cheese, what he wants. And again, it's going to be the window opens. We're fucking ain't going to sign no one. It's going to drag on. We're going to start swearing, jumping up and down. And then when the club or David Sullivan see how angry we are, then they're just going to go and grab a couple panic buys in the end, and so forth, and it goes. And then we're thinking, whose player is he? Whose fucking striker is he? Same fucking shit. They're not singing from the same hymn book. That is the problem, right? You need a very good relationship like Arsenal, Arteta, and that other ex-Arsenal player, who kind of brings the players in. They need to be on the same wavelength. And I think we just got to bear with this mess at the moment. I think the next manager will be hugely... I think Tim will be a big influence in hiring a new manager, and they'll kind of know each other and be able to work together, and targeting strikers or targeting players, signing them, get the deals done. I think will be a lot more slicker and swift and quicker, like all the other clubs, I think. But we're in this fucking shit period at the moment. We're just gonna somehow have to go through the pain, I think, and just get through it. Mate, I would have just gone bonkers and grabbed so many beers, mate. I would have just carried on chatting at half time and gone back to my seat around the 70th minute, mate. Absolutely boring, mate. Absolutely boring. That's why I want to probably going to close the show soon and watch the Man City Spurs game, whatever. Two good teams, two good managers. You kind of know what they're going to bring and try to play football the right way, isn't it? Yeah, I hope you're doing good. I don't know with this Moyes, with our track record. I mean, he might just bob along. Might just bob along till the end of the season because this board, I think it'd be different under Tim. I think Tim already probably knows who he wants to look at to bring in. But before Tim came as technical director, Sullivan didn't have a clue. They never used to scout any managers. They used to just look at someone who's not in the job and just give him the job. They didn't know, like Brighton know, innit? You can, the Brighton manager right now, everyone, Real Madrid are looking at him. He's that highly good. They had Potter before that. Brentford's the same. You can take any of their players, any of their managers, got the next 2-3 lined up. They don't care. They don't care. We ain't got a Scooby, mate, about scouting anything. Ain't got a chance. Oh, mate, they are seriously from the same. I mean, you can put Hodgson in there, but Hodgson obviously, yeah, bit older than that and all that, yeah. But there's three clubs after him, Ultra. 3 clubs after him. We should have got that deal done in the last window. Him or that guy at Sevilla, the Moroccan striker. I don't know why we didn't buy a striker. It's got something to do with Moyes not just disagreeing and fighting with Tim, I think. I don't mind the way largely Moyes wants to play, but you've got to have more than one way to play, and you've got to fucking have a striker in your team. You can't play without no strikers. That's just pure ignorance, I think, from David Moyes, and he's so stuck up he doesn't listen to anyone, and somehow he's got a lot of luck. You got to put it that way. Sometimes he wins. He won that trophy. We don't know how. We weren't that great in the final, but we've won. We've not been that great in the league since last season, but there's so many worse clubs than us that we kind of get away with it, isn't it? I mean, Palace on another day would have got all 3 points. Yeah, absolutely, my man, absolutely. Peter, sorry about it, Peter, you went through your comment quite quick. You say that, but Ward-Prowse and Souček, all that kind of thing. Daniel, there's only one tactic, my man, there's only one tactic. I think what I noticed, Benson, is that Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta, they kept interchanging a lot, didn't they? Another thing I just remembered is, do you remember that great Paqueta pass into Emerson? And there was a really, really bad miss. I know he's a defender because of that. But when Paqueta has got the ball and he's about to cross it, good old Souček is telling Paqueta to pass it back to the defenders. Watch that goal back. So when Paqueta's got the ball, Paqueta's got his head up and he's looking to play forward, which is the way we should. Souček is telling him to pass it back to the defence. Right? Little Moyes, a little minion. But thank God Paqueta tries something different. So you can tell he's got his minions out there playing like him, isn't he? Fucking negative as fucking anything, mate. It's just such a weird league, isn't it, Peter? It's such a weird league. It's a weird team, isn't it? It's a mid-table team. 4 or 5 really good players. Couple not that bad, but not good either. Then a couple of shit ones, and that's how the performances are. We don't know game to game. We do know how we're going to play. We do know how we're going to set up. It's going to be bullshit football, but for one reason or another, I cannot explain how sometimes we get points. You look back, you think, how the fuck did we get a point out of that? It's just weird, Peter, but long term, it's just the quality of the football. The entertainment is just not there, and it is really, really bad. There you go, Snazzy. As you hope you're doing good. Yeah, there you go. The league's weird, isn't it? It's like you could lose 2-3 in the trot, but because the league is so bad, from 15th downwards, yeah, you can still hang around the middle, and you think you're doing all right. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate? Absolutely right, my man. Oh, it's bad, isn't it? Absolutely bad. It's, again, I keep saying we know we're not going to win every game. We know that. Of course we know that. It's a hard league. It is a hard league. And no games are easy. I get that. It's not a cliche. I get that. But it's the way you set up. It's the way you approach games. It's your bravery. Are you fucking trying to win the game or not? Or are you just waiting for 93rd minute Souček header out of nowhere? Then Souček does that stupid little dance, thinks he's a dog's bollocks. Listen, mate, we know football better than that, mate. Oh, mate. Well, before Gingy fell out, I think Ginger's saying there was no subs, was there, till the 80th minute, wasn't it? 87th minute. Is it Bowen was on there till... Well, there's nothing going on, isn't there? Oh, they had a power cut. Ginger's got a power cut. Peter... Oh, what, eh? See, I told you. Looks like Arsenal's title, lads. Oh, it's 1-1 now. Oh, Son scored both of them. Own goal. Good on you, mate. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't want to go there, spend all that money, all your time. I mean, for me, when I go West Ham, mate, it's 2 hours, mate. It's 2 hours for me, one way, 2 hours back. When I went to the Sheffield United game, it took me one hour to get the car out the car park. I think 1 hour 10. So you can see the commitment that fans are making to watch that really, really average entertainment, mate. 1-1, Pam's on it. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a show. I'm gonna let you guys go and enjoy a proper football game with proper football managers, proper footballers, in case we've all forgotten what it's like. But West Ham, we're just drudging along in a painful, painful way. It's really hard for me to do the channel at times, and you can see, I mean, I just about churn out one video a week. Even there, it's just like, I didn't even do one for Euro. I couldn't be fucking asked. I didn't know what to talk about. Nothing meaningful happened in the whole game. It's that bad. Yeah, obviously I had to do today's one is in the league. But even then, it's fucking hard. It's hard for you in the chat. It's hard for me. It's hard for my Bacardi and whiskey that's running out super quick these days. But we'll catch up. We'll catch up in the week. We'll catch up in the week. And day to day, just keep seeing. Hopefully we'll begin to see some stories about if we're going to sign anyone in January. Are we going to lose Fornells? Are we going to sell Banrama? Is my Boomer going to go on loan? Are we going to sell Danny Ings? So many problems. And for a manager who's been there a reasonable amount of time and a lot of transfer windows, when he hands over the keys to the new manager, there's a lot of shit that needs sorting out that hasn't been addressed. You know, there's a lot of work that needs doing. I think he needs a whole new backroom team. Obviously, strikers need looking at. There's a lot of contracts, again, coming up for renewal. I don't know why under Moyes we keep ending up with 6-7 players every summer where the contracts are just run out. I don't know why we're leaving it that late. It's a lot of issues. But hopefully we'll get there. We're a loyal bunch. Loads of people. 60,000 go every week. But it's going to be slow. It's going to be real stressful, real painful. Things could get ugly in the crowd in terms of you might hear a few more boos in the coming days and weeks. December, I don't look forward to in terms of being a West Ham fan. It's the worst month for being a West Ham fan down the years. We are always piss poor in December. And I was hoping that 3 points today would have shielded us from some of the more trickier fixtures coming down the line like Spurs, but it didn't happen. But again, I'm very glad that we got 3 points of Burnley somehow. And in Europe, we're kind of bobbling along okay, even though Europa's going to be a different kettle of fish when all the Champions League people drop down. There's going to be a lot of quality clubs that are going to drop down into there. And yeah, you should never say you're too good to go down. So I don't think we're anywhere near that. Well, I hope we're not. But are we prepared for another mid-table kind of position, especially the amount of money? I mean, if I was the chairman, I wouldn't take it. I mean, the amount of money spent and some of the lots of good players and lots of good money are just not being used, you know. And a lot more that went recently that weren't being used. So there are alarm bells ringing. But whether the club is brave or ambitious enough to make the move now and get rid of Moyes, and has Tim identified the next exciting manager? Maybe the manager they want, whether that's Alonso, I don't know. Whether Alonso has told them, I'll come or I'll consider coming, but not through middle of the season. So there's a lot of good managers sometimes don't want to make their move. But I always believe if you're going strongly for them, put the money on the table, they can come. But whether we wait in the summer and whether we want someone to be sacked and get them for free or someone's not in the job or that kind of thing, I don't know. But if you really care about the club, for me, I think you should make the move and scout the world and get the new manager in and then give him a bit of money in January, because by the time Moyes goes in the summer, It's going to be spent a lot of money in 2 seasons. I don't know how much money you're really going to have in the summer. We won't have a Rice to sell. So alarm bells are ringing there. One of the big attractions of a new manager is they want to know how much money they've got. And we ain't got a Rice to sell this summer, so I don't know how much money we're going to have, and which is a worry. And the quality of the manager's a worry, isn't it? We want a good manager, isn't it? So anyway, that's my final thoughts. Richard, not good, mate. Very bored, mate. Very bored, and looking forward to this Spurs City game, mate. Last comment from Bevan John. Mabuma had a half-decent game. Corner had a half-decent game, mate. Absolutely been shocking how these players have been used, mate. But you guys have a lovely, lovely evening. We'll catch up in the coming days. Come on, you Irons. Please sack Mr. David Moyes before I go.